My name is Jason Westbrook. I'm 42 years old. Currently, I'm a patrol officer / school resource officer. The last 17 years, I've worked at several different agencies. I've worked at New Summerfield Police Department. I've worked at the Cherokee County Sheriff's Department. I worked for overseas in Afghanistan for 2 years with the police program, and I've been currently at my position I'm at now for the last 8 years. Overseas in Afghanistan, I worked for the Department of State, where I trained the Afghan government. I would go through and basically train the military and the police department on how to shoot weapons, how to make arrests, and stuff like that. It was a basic police academy, but it was for the Afghan government. I was over there for 22 months, and you know, it's hard to adapt to being gone that long because of my family and everything. And being in a third world country, it's totally different than being in the United States. There's a lot of things different, so it was a good experience for me. I'm happy where I'm at in law enforcement. Right now, I got 17 years into this law enforcement career. I'm happy where I've been and what I've done while being a police officer, and I'm very content in my life where I'm at this position. 10 years ago, this is exactly where I'd see myself. Now I'm 17 years into it. I plan on doing this until I just can't do it no more, until I get too old. You know, I'm at 17 years, and I probably would try to get 30 years of law enforcement in before I retire. I've always wanted to be in law enforcement since I was a very, very young kid. You know, I would watch police shows and stuff like that, so I knew that I've always wanted to be a police officer. So the good thing was I was a good kid growing up, so I never had any interaction with police officers. So everything I seen as a police officer, I seen on TV at a younger age, which made me want to be a police officer. You know, my family and friends, their feelings about me being a police officer, they're proud of me, number one. They do worry about me. You know, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous out here. You never know who you're dealing with, what may happen on any call. And, you know, with the day and age we're at now, a lot of police officers getting killed. And they're proud of me, but they're also worried for me. My typical day consists of, you know, you get up in the morning, you get ready. It takes 30 minutes to put all this stuff on. You got a vest, you got a 23-pound gun rig, you got all this stuff that you put on. Get dressed, get up here to work. And then once you get up here to the police department, you have to start checking out more equipment to put in your vehicle, in your bags, stuff that you're going to use, your tools for, say, because the police car is our office. So we have to get our tools into our office, so when we go out on a call, whatever that call may consist of, we'll have the right tools. So when you get here, there's a lot of checking out stuff. You got to check out body cameras, you got to check out rifles, you got to check out everything that you're going to need to get through the day. I feel that I protect and really help my community. But you know, right now I've been 7 years working at the school district, and I love that job. I love the kids, and right now I have 4,600 kids that I protect. So the parents know that I'm going to do everything I can to protect the kids, and I feel like I'm doing a great job for the community. I don't really like going to suicides and murders and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I've seen several of each in my career, and those things are always real crazy, and that's probably one of the most gruesome things you can go to as a police officer. There's really nothing I can say that I want to see or experience as an officer that I haven't seen or done yet, because it's going to eventually happen the longer you stay be the police officer. You're going to see something you've never seen, or you're going to end up having to do something you've never done. You know, I'm constantly, even at 17 years into this, I'm still learning. The laws there's thousands and thousands of Texas laws, and you don't use every one of them on a daily basis. So I'm constantly learning and trying to keep up with the updated laws and stuff like that. You know, I'd have to say probably one of the funniest things I ever seen was I was out when I was working for the Sheriff's Department, a tree was across the road, and a buddy of mine wanted to come. He was ready to go eat. So he pulls up in his patrol car behind me and says, "Hey man, just get out and move it." I said, "The tree's too big, you can't move it." And my camera was on, and he walks up to the tree and starts pulling on it, and one of the limbs breaks and he falls backwards into the tree. And what's funny is it was on camera, and on the camera you see him go into the tree and he just disappeared. He fell in it, and it was, you know, that's probably one of the funniest things I ever seen on camera, you know, as far as on news. I'd say over the last 17 years, I feel like I've fulfilled my job. I feel like I've done a great job. I've done what they've paid me for. I've done what I've gone to school for. I've done my share of
my part as I can to protect the public and help anyone out that I can. You know, so I feel so far that I've done my job, and I'm at ease with what I've done so far. I still got a few years to go, though.